stern words from state and city leaders over the actions of federal police officers on the streets of Portland. The U.S. attorney says they were only trying to find the people behind weeks of destruction at the federal courthouse. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler says he wants the feds out. We have team coverage. John Hendricks spoke one-on-one with the governor about the federal response. But let's begin with Simon Gutierrez and what city leaders are saying now. Simon?
Yeah, Mayor Wheeler this afternoon called the actions of federal police in Portland, quote, an attack on our democracy. He says their continued presence on Portland streets has reignited tensions.
Video posted on Twitter shows unidentified officers in camouflage uniforms leading a man to an unmarked car and taking him away. It's the latest in a series of controversial encounters between protesters and federal officers.
We're at a critical moment in the city of Portland. The videos, the pictures, the experiences that we're all witnessing here in Portland should be shocking to all Americans.
On the steps of the federal courthouse, the Portland Interfaith Clergy Resistance, along with Don't Shoot PDX, also denounced the deployment of federal officers by the president and their tactics against protesters.
I've seen the live streams. People's masks getting snatched off and tear gas straight in the face. I've seen the vans rolling up and taking people.
Meanwhile, acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf, who visited Portland Thursday, took to Fox News to defend the federal involvement.
We're going to do our job. We're going to do it professionally, but we're not going to have these violent anarchists who show up about the same time every night for a series of hours and having that federal destruction to property.
Portland Police Chief Chuck Lavelle also addressed the federal police presence, saying the Bureau maintains an open line of communication with federal agents, but doesn't have authority over them.
We do communicate with federal officers for the purpose of situational awareness and deconfliction. We're operating in a very, very close proximity to one another, sometimes within an area of a city block. So it's important for us to know if they're going to take some type of action, and it's important for them to know if we're going to take some type of action. So we do have a line of communication, but we do not control their actions. They do not control ours.
The ACLU today filed a lawsuit against the federal government, both the Department of Homeland Security and the U.S. Marshals Service, asking a judge to block them from threatening to arresting, or using force against journalists and legal observers. The U.S. Attorney Billy Williams, meanwhile, has asked for an independent investigation by the Office of the Inspector General into the actions of federal officers. Reporting live in Northeast Portland, Simon Gutierrez, Fox 12 Oregon.